Hello. So I'm gonna preface with saying I don't feel very well. Um, the anxiety started slowly around a week ago. And now I'm on the third day in a row feeling anxious and not being able to move forward with my life. How beautiful is that? That's lovely. It's lovely. I was thinking, because I do feel like I have this internal wisdom that speaks to me and tells me what to do in times of need. And I think it was this morning or yesterday, I don't know, the time is blending together, where she told me, you have rested, but you haven't actually rested. You haven't actually given the studying topic, the reading topic, like whatever things that you need to do, all of that you haven't given it a rest within your mind. I feel like the exposure is really high over here in the corner. Well, I don't feel, I know. Can you see that? Well, looking my best today. Okay, so I was thinking, what can I do that fills my soul, that's creative? I was actually reading this morning, which could be considered not doing anything at all, but well, I was reading that. She was talking basically about the importance, I am oversimplifying it, but the importance of recharging and through what makes your soul smile. And I thought, what makes me feel like that? I'm not feeling very like that right now, but it's something. Drinking some tea. Maybe we can accompany each other for a bit. Have a very nice view that you do not have. I am sorry. You just get to look at the crappy ceiling. I am looking at hills and a forest and flowers, which is a tree, a big bush with flowers on it. Yesterday I watched Stranger Things, the last season, from beginning to end. The whole day. It was a whole day endeavor. It made me cry a lot. I saw myself in it. This might have spoilers, but I forgot his name. Will. Yeah, this is I'll spoil you if you're watching this. Will develops superpowers. And basically what I see myself in it because he's portrayed as someone that's weak, someone that's not like everybody else. And I feel like that often. And that is why this monster, I see it as depression and anxiety, chose this person because they thought they were weak. But in being different, in that weakness, they found their strength. They became something even stronger than everyone else, and it took time. it took time to figure out. It took a lot of suffering and a lot of pain, frustration. But once he finally got it, it was amazing. That's how I'm seeing these days. Like, it was always a given that I was going to start doing something that I really want to do, like studying for this big test. And of course I was gonna get anxious about it, of course, because the reason why I wouldn't do things like this before is because I needed to dance around my anxiety. Yeah, my anxiety, it's mine. Fuck you. Sorry, just thoughts. I don't want to go into it. Just needed to reply to the thought. um but yeah, I just this is what I understood yesterday. That this was always gonna happen, and that if I learn, my heart hurts, by the way. If I learn to handle this pain, to work around it, to know how to take care of it, to soothe it, and I feel like it'll become easier, and that I'll have a system for it. Like, okay, I'm down, I gotta let it be, and because I've done it in the past, I know that I can pick back up with my duties once I have dealt with it. The thing is, that's what I'm working through right now. It's very passive work. I can't just deal with it, you know? I need to look at it. I need to do this. I need to hang around and watch a lot of Stranger Things. Yesterday, God, that made me understand, even though not completely, because I feel like I dissociate a little bit when I see my anxiety. I'm like, I don't want to look at it. I don't know. But the point is that I went out yesterday to try to get a package, which was failed mission because the store was closed, because I didn't see the schedule. Everything closes midday here, but whatever. I went out, and I was gonna go out to get a package that I got. It's a ring. It's something nice. It signifies something beautiful. However, I was crying at the stop sign. You know where you have to, not the stop sign, the crosswalk, the thingy where you cross a fucking street. Fuck that. And yeah, I was just tearing up and feeling like I don't want to be outside right now. In that moment, I understood the severity of the situation. How am I supposed to get a fucking job? I tell myself maybe if I like it. But I like reading, I like studying biology and chemistry, and it doesn't fucking matter. There's a bright side though. I have never been more stably unstable, if that's a word, in my life. This is a very stable and conscious instability, if that's a word. Apparently we're gonna go see snow today. And I don't wanna go. And I've never seen the snow before. And I should be very excited. But right here, my heart hurts. There's pressure and me freaking out doesn't help. It's okay. How are you? Please don't give me encouragement in the comments. I'll get pissed off. It's very nice. And if the person that told me to go to the sauna is watching this, I did. Thank you. But don't give me encouragement. I don't want it. I don't know. Something about it feels patronizing. Patronizing, I think. And I know it's not what you mean to do. I just don't like it. Saying hi, if you want to say hi, that's nice, but don't tell me that everything's gonna be okay, because I know it's not even that. I think I have a thing with being held and being given advice to. It's just something about it I don't like. I hope this helps someone. Sometimes I want to watch a video but I'm not feeling up to something too happy. So someone that's not too happy in the video helps. You know what was my initial thought with this video, which might cause a breakdown, but that might be a good thing, might be cathartic. That's my new favorite word. Is a reading. So yeah, let's get into it. If this is an hour long, it's a fucking hour long. It is what it fucking is, okay? Okay. So here's my little tarot situation. I have some cards here that have some really good news from another reading that I did. I don't think it was on camera, but maybe it was. I think I might have done the reading and then recorded it after. I do not know. But we're gonna leave this out. Even though my perfectionist brain totally wants to. Oh fuck, it's raining. The rain is getting to me a little bit. Just a tiny weeny bit. Because the other day I got really wet and had to fight with the wind for my life. And it wasn't fucking fun. This actually goes with the ones down here, so I'm gonna put it down here. Okay, so I was thinking, we have to ask a question. But I don't want to ask. Don't rain. It's actually raining like tiny pieces of ice. Let me see if I can catch one. Come on. Oh, I caught one. Look, it's a tiny piece of ice from a cloud. That makes me really happy. They melt so quickly. Wow. Well, that makes the rain better because it's a drier rain. Okay. So, I don't want to give myself an anxiety attack by not being able to read the cards because I am not fit for it. So let's start easy. Maybe let's start the easiest. Let's start. Smells like food. Let's start with my easiest deck. This one. I'm thinking, now there might be an even easier deck, and just stop. I have seen the lovers twice. Okay, so I'm gonna get 2 cards to get the question. How about that? It's like, what do I need to ask about? I think 2 cards just fell. I love this. That is nice. That's a nice feeling. Like, it could be 3, it could be 4, it doesn't fucking matter. It just looks like 2 cards just fell. And I said, I want to get 2 cards. Boom, 2 cards fall. And I didn't even try. That's the beauty of shuffling. Cards just start coming out. 2, the number 2. Okay, let's see how many cards I have on my foot. I have 2 cards. I'm going to take them both upright because that's what I was going to use a word that I don't think it's allowed to be used here, but that's what my loins want to do, okay? So, I get the Page of Pentacles and Temperance. I'm getting the vibe of what you're looking for. Ooh, shit, that hit. What you're looking for is closer than you think. Oh, this feels really good. I just got... I'm not gonna show you the cards just yet. I just got a hit of home. It's like you're in 2 worlds, which is interesting with Stranger Things. It's like you're in 2 worlds. You're ready. Okay, so if I make this specific to me, which I feel it's important to me, because I'm the only person standing here, is that... Shut up. Shh. My brain. It's like I already took with my own 2 hands what it was that I wanted. I touched it. I smelled it. I had it in my grasp. But now I find myself here, seemingly further away from what I wanted, but finding the balance. So if I had to make this into a question, okay, I think I got an answer from this, and I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you. Can I articulate it even? Okay, it's like getting what you want and then for a moment losing it to find the balance within it and then go back to it stronger. So, I have the question now. How can I go back to it stronger? How does this balance in its most ideal form look like? It stopped raining. That has a name, and I don't remember the name. Death. Okay, so death. 4 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is triggering. I'm not gonna pull it out just because it's triggering. The Star and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so, and the 9 of Cups. That is what I'm picking up. That feels right. Okay, I'm picking everything up right because I don't have the fucking time to figure out your games. Because I don't want to. Like, I have the time. I have all the time in the world. I don't have the patience. Okay. So the first thing that I see, which I've been telling myself as I speak, is you do you. You do you. Fuck personality trends. Fuck self-help trends. Fuck just people thinking that, like yesterday the keyword was trauma and now the keyword today is nervous system and tomorrow the key trendy word will be something else. And I get that we learn more about ourselves, like whatever people do, and then it becomes more well known, and then it becomes trendy, and then everyone starts using whatever XYZ to become a better person. Been there. It's okay. But what really doesn't help for me is trying to be someone that I'm not. Try to be perfect. And if I am not being a certain kind of person, then it means that I am not doing a good job at life, when in reality I should be measured against myself. I need to measure myself against myself, against who I am. Maybe somebody else would think, oh, that's fucked up. Well, it works for me. So that's the first thing that's coming out. And I don't mean to be so angry. Like, I feel like I'm gonna look back at this video and be like, ugh. Maybe, maybe not. But authenticity, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like, I mean, I'm not talking plural, but I'm just talking about myself. I feel like we all just try to be a certain thing and try to follow a certain thing, and this is the parameter and this is the goal, and this is like with our personality, with what we do, with how we move in the world. Like, if you don't feel like going to therapy, don't go to therapy. You get what I mean? Do what you need to do, not because everybody says that therapy is right or meditation is right in a certain way. It's because it's gonna be the best thing for you. So that's what I'm trying to say. Now, there's a lot about balance in here. He's holding two. And you notice it's like heart and root energy here. Heart. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Heart. Root. And more balance over here. Let's see. I don't understand why that naked body is a problem. In pictures, I mean. Okay, but whatever. More balance. I feel like the death card is also about balance, with death and rebirth. And then we have, I love this card. So, something that I was able to touch emotionally as an experience, just what reminds me of this card, is just the feeling that this gives me of calm and fulfillment while being able to study and to exist. I just felt so much peace. Like one of these days when I was at the library, I felt so much peace. And I feel like I want that back, but what I'm feeling is like I'm not gonna get that back. And this is a good thing. I'm gonna have to readjust. I'm gonna have to find it again. It's not about going back. It's about moving forward for where I am and finding that stability again. I don't want to show you the cards. I was about to pick it up and like be professional or whatever. This is not a professional video. Let's not even get into that. Okay. So, to answer the question, I don't have an answer. How do we keep this balance? Where I see body, I see mind, and then I have the two pentacles over that. I see death, and I see rebirth. Okay. I'm just seeing what I just saw again, which is nice, I guess. Oh, a little refreshing on the heart. I forgot that drinking water makes me feel emotionally better for some reason. So, the body, the mind, where are you? The mind, and then balance on top of those two. And it's what I said of, there's no going back, baby. You have to find a balance. I'm sorry you lost it. I'm sorry the coins fell. And I know that can be very scary because you know how hard it was to find that. But you gotta be okay with falling and standing back up. You just gotta. It is what it is. I was just thinking about how the ice must look like within the clouds, like the little ice balls. It's a very interesting sight. How, I mean, the clouds aren't gas, are they? I think they're not. I mean, they're heavier than air. No. Am I dumb? They're not heavier than air. But I guess the air thins down as we go up. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that being said, of course, there has been a death. You know, there needs to be time for the burial. There needs to be time to grieve. It is what it is. You'll find your rhythm again. I promise. I promise. You'll find your rhythm again. But right now, all you can do is be. I think I'm gonna go get my ring. I don't think I can actually. But yeah. Oh, this is interesting. So this one was in the bottom, and here's where I understood, like, this has been taken away from you. You know, there's a little person over there in the house looking out of the window. There's no getting it back. They ran away with it. There's no getting it back. You gotta move on. Then underneath that is two very important cards. The Hermit and the Chariot. Both of which are major arcana. We have a good bunch of major arcana right here. We have the Star, we have Temperance, and we have Death. So the main themes, I never really understand the Star. Like, to me, this could be maybe like the wild woman that Clarissa is talking about in Women Who Run with the Wolves. Actually, that's fucking exactly what that is, and I just read a chapter about that. I don't know the original meaning, but this, she has a feet on... I'm gonna shit myself. She has a feet on land, and she has a feet in the water. This is... Okay, so I need to bring out the... Shut up. I literally underlined something. Okay, it's in Spanish, I'm gonna translate it. The wild woman is a combination of common sense and sentido del alma, like the sense of the soul, or like the feeling of the soul, or the soul. That a mix between common sense and the soul, the feelings of the soul, whatever. The medial woman, so it's something else. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as a wild woman. Okay, is her double, and it's also capable of experimenting both things. So yeah. Okay, so this is what I've been looking for. Sorry that your naked body is profanity to the interwebs, but it is what it is. There you go. Did not mean to flip you off. So there you go. Fit here. This is the common sense, the mind, and then her soul, basically. And this, where are you? Oh, this went around the same thing, mind and body, finding the balance between those two things. And my body sometimes has fits, like it has today, where it's saying, hey bitch, I don't want to do anything, and if you do something, I'll make you anxious for it. How about that? How about that? And that has been a big death. Why? Because things will never be the same after this. And you know how many times how many times that has happened to me? Like, things will never be the same. They will never be the same after XYZ. So many times. How many times of that have you had? I honestly wonder, because I've had too many. Well, and it's because of this, because something was taken away. And this is what I see as the outcome. Just finding your rhythm. Look at the guy. He has already made 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has already made 8, and he's on his way of working on the 9th. He's accumulating his gains, you know. But there is a hermit, which is, that's why God is looking at the major arcana. We also have temperance. It's about alchemy. And he also has one foot in the real world and in the mystical world. And this is what also, okay, before I move, this is what getting me going. My own intuition. That inner knowledge is telling me this and that. Actually get a freaking rest. Rather than not doing anything but constantly thinking about what you need to do. That is not actually resting. So there's a hermit before the chariot. And what my mind is telling me is I need to be here. I cannot afford this time. You are a lazy piece of shit because you're here, but she is moving either way. She's just finding something inward. You see the difference? Night and day. She has her own light. The light comes from the outside. She's looking inward. Okay? It's not wasted time. Oh, this is hard. Really hard. In conclusion, from the initial question, what can we do to find that balance? Keep on moving however it feels right. If you sit down to try to do something, you start feeling anxious, take a break. If it feels too much to walk outside, don't walk outside. If all you can do is lay down, lay down. If something doesn't feel right, stop doing it. If something feels right, keep doing it. And eventually, with luck on your side, you will feel better again. You will have that pentacle in your hand, and it will be even better than before, because now you know better, right? You know you can sustain it, and you can continue to move forward and do whatever it is you love to do. Let's see if a card comes out. Okay, that's relevant. Nah, never mind. Okay, I'm done.